Another day, another valuable information to improve your life. Fruitful individuals' characteristic propensities that they follow as the key to their prosperity. In point of fact, this is the reason why lists highlighting these habits of highly successful people are so prevalent. Accessing these lists, on the other hand, may motivate you to adopt these routines in your own life. Instead of the actual propensity, what makes the biggest difference is the number of fruitful individuals that depend on propensities to control parts of their lives and make progress. Take the wealth hacker, financial advisor Jeff Rose, as an illustration. He felt unfulfilled despite leaving a large brokerage firm to start his own. Despite earning six figures, having a nice house, and starting a family, this continued. Rose asserts, "I knew it was there, but I didn't understand what I was missing." In addition, he was unable to express his feelings to his wife, friends, or family. As a result, I set out on this journey of studying successful business leaders and entrepreneurs, as well as talking to other mentors and successful business people. He was trying to unlock what it was that I was missing, Rose claims. There were some things, some commonalities that the successful people have, successful habits that they had implemented into their daily lives that I hadn't yet, that I wasn't doing, he discovered while he was on this research journey. He made minor lifestyle adjustments to adopt these habits, despite his initial skepticism. They eventually had a significant effect on his personal and professional lives. So, what exactly were these adjustments that he made? Well, Rose promises that these 6 habits of wealthy people will alter your life. 1. Be early and rise early. According to Rose, alright, so I've got to start in the bedroom because this was by far the biggest change out of all of them. But exactly what did he alter? Rose, who was the dad of small kids at that point, had the propensity for hitting the sack around 12 p.m., 1 or 2 a.m. I was researching how to market online, growing businesses like I was excited, and getting a lot done in the evenings or later, after my wife and kids had gone to bed. Just living that hustle, right? He makes sense of. He continues, but the way I woke up every morning, I didn't even set my alarm. My wife would get up when I woke up, and when I heard her in the shower, I knew it was time to get up. He didn't realize how counterproductive this was until he read Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. He basically just got out of bed every morning. Rose recalls, I realized that if you start your day without intent, you are missing out on so much. You are unaware of how unfocused and uninterested you are in that day. Rose began to wonder why he didn't have a morning routine after researching the morning routines of other wealthy people. For what reason would I say I wasn't awakening with a plan and a reason like other rich individuals? He says, for instance, Apple CEO Tim Cook wakes up at 3:45 every morning. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, gets up at 4 in the morning to do his insane workouts. Gary Vaynerchuk, an entrepreneur, wakes up every morning at 6 a.m., despite the fact that he probably never went to bed. However, their morning routines were all they were getting up early and they were just rolling out of bed. He adds, referring to the wealthy individuals I read about. The goal was to get some exercise by getting up to read a book. There is a reason behind that. As a result, I began doing that, and I owe Hal Elrod's Miracle Morning credit. Assuming you're experiencing difficulty getting to bed in any case, however, the following are 8 things that you ought to do so you awaken feeling empowered. Avoid using technology for at least 20 minutes before going to bed. At night, maintain a stress-free environment. Take a break and unwind. Eat and drink before going to bed. Do not disturb or airplane mode on your phone. Adhere to a reliable rest plan. Make a rundown of 5 things you are thankful for every day. Remember to set a caution so you have sufficient opportunity in the first part of the day. 2. Perform exercises on a regular basis. What was Rose's next move? Prioritize physical activity. Which, to be fair, shouldn't come as much of a surprise. In his book Change Your Habits, Change Your Life, Thomas C. Corley, who studied the daily routines of 177 self-made millionaires for 5 years, writes, 76% of the rich aerobically exercise 30 minutes or more every day. Aerobic activities include biking, walking, jogging, running, and other activities. He wrote, cardio is good not only for the body but also for the brain. It makes the brain's neurons, or brain cells, grow. He added that exercise also increases glucose production. The brain runs on glucose. Your brain will grow and become smarter the more fuel you give it. Additionally, regular exercise releases endorphins, which lift your mood. Additionally, it will give you more energy, discipline, and the potential to meet new people through networking. Additionally, exercising can assist you in getting a better night's sleep. What if you are short on time? In any case, adding exercise to your schedule can help you schedule time for it. This way, it functions similarly to any other appointment that you wouldn't miss. Likewise, exercise ought to be essential for your morning schedule. Also, make time for a walk or jog during work breaks. 3. Reflect or potentially ask. It should be part of your daily routine to pray for others, listen to worship music, or meditate, such as in the morning. This gives you a chance to unplug and rest your brain, as Rose explains. In addition, there is evidence that meditation allows your brain to rest actively. You learn to be more compassionate and creative as a result. Additionally, this aids in the reduction of depression, anxiety, and stress. Additionally, prayer and meditation free us from the fight or flight state. According to marriage, family, and addictions therapist Dr. Paul Hokemeyer, prayer and meditation are highly effective in lowering our reactivity to traumatic and negative events. They are strong in light of the fact that they center our contemplations around something outside ourselves. Our limbic system, more commonly referred to as our central nervous system, becomes hyperactive during times of stress, resulting in two outcomes. According to Dr. Hokemeyer's explanation, it thrusts us into survival mode, where we freeze, fight, or flee the situation, such that we move away from the present state of being into a future state. This also prevents us from thinking clearly and shuts down our executive functioning. As a result, when we're stressed, we are more likely to make poor choices and behave in self-destructive ways. 4. Set your goals and don't just let them go. Like many of us, Rose would set goals for the year. He claims that at first, I felt really good that I was doing this. However, the reality is that by February of the second month of that year, I would have forgotten my objectives, and I might recall them at the beginning of the following year. A better strategy? Consistently examine your objectives. In a previous due article, Max Palmer gives the advice, find a routine that works for you in which you can reevaluate your goals and approaches frequently. If you don't, you might end up doing the same thing over long periods of time with little change. Asking yourself on a regular basis, do I still want to work towards this thing? Furthermore, is my ongoing methodology the most effective way to do as such? Will maintain your progress? After all, achieving objectives that are more challenging than initially anticipated is a challenging endeavor. Max adds, consequently, it is easy to give up on a goal because we realize how much effort it will take. This is positive in some ways because you might realize that all of the effort you put into something is pointless. He states, on the other hand, though, it is easy to avoid the effort and stress despite the long-term rewards. If you're considering giving up, take some time to reflect on the reasons for your decision and how you really feel. 5. More books to read. Did you have any idea that the rich would prefer to be taught than engaged? It is real. In point of fact, Corley asserts that most did not read for entertainment, and that 88% of wealthy individuals dedicate 30 minutes or more each day to self-education or self-improvement reading. He stated, the wealthy read to acquire or maintain knowledge. But exactly what do they read? According to Corley, the wealthy read 3 kinds of books. Books about successful individuals, history, and self-help or personal development. 6. Focus on connections. The final habit Rose has developed is a focus on the importance of relationships. For Rose, this all started with a business training bunch. To be able to be around other successful small business owners who were all committed to growing, he says. I surrounded myself with them because we shared so many similarities, so many growing pains, as well as the need for an outlet and the ability to share victories and challenges. He suggests that you could also become more involved in your community or place of prayer. Additionally, you could join mastermind groups. Also, always put your friends and family first. For instance, try to be home by dinner so you can spend quality time with the family, regardless of how busy work gets.